What's up? What's up? What's up? So today, what I wanted to talk about, what I wanted to share, is how it's relating to one of the biggest problems, thoughts, um, questions people have about evil, about theology. It's a philosophy. It's why is there sin slash evil? So why is this? And a common thing people say is it's due to free will. And what I want to say is that's baloney. It's not. Sin is not because of free will. And you might be saying, well, what the heck are you talking about? What? Like, we have sinned because we have free will. God desired us to be able to choose Him or not. That's the whole basis of that argument. But that's just not true because of His character, actually. So God is all powerful, omnipotent, all knowing, all present. So omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent, omnibenevolent, all loving, and all just. He's perfectly just. On top of other things, he's Allah, he's God. These are just some of the biggest characteristics. This is character. The character of God is those things. And this whole free will, this sin equals free will argument is based off of a wrong idea, a wrong understanding of free will. All we have to do is define free will. And there's three main thoughts. There's libertarianism, which is kind of what this is based off of. There's hard determinism. Hard determinism and soft determinism. And these are the three main thinkings of what free will are. And just give a quick rundown. Libertarianism is the ability to do otherwise. And you're free in that. You're free because you have the ability to do otherwise. You could do the things that you don't want to do. That makes sense. For an example, I go to the store. I want to get Frosted Flakes in the cereal aisle. But I don't. I get Cocoa Puffs. And that's a display of my free will. I did what I don't want to do. And we'll get to that in a second. We'll get to why that just simply doesn't work. Hard determinism is the same thing as the ability to do otherwise. But you're not free in this one. You're not free. You have the ability to do otherwise, but you don't do otherwise, so you're actually not free. So this idea is more so just a not free. Because you don't have the ability to do otherwise, you're not free. And soft determinism is the ability to do what you want. It's the ability to do what you want, and you are free in this one. And how can you be free if you can't do otherwise than what you want to do? Well, let's think about it. Why do I do the things that I do? Why do I do the things that I do? Well, I do them because of reasons, right? Causes, some may say. And all reasons, or more so reasons, go to causes, which then in turn turn into effects, right? And we all know cause and effect. I mean, if I drop a pencil on my foot, every single time I'm going to feel that pencil. But every single time I will. That's just how it goes. You can make the case like, oh, what if you don't have nerves down there? Like, then I won't feel it any time. And same thing. It's based on the circumstances. It always happens. So every cause has an effect, right? And my reasons dictate that cause. So the ability to do otherwise would go against this whole thinking. It would think about, well, there's no causes to my actions. There's no causes. I can do otherwise regardless of my reasons or causes. I can do otherwise, but you can't do otherwise. Let's think about it. Let's think about God. Let's go back to his character. So could God do evil? Could he? No, he can't. You could, mainly because evil is the absence of him, which we'll get into later. But could he go and kill people? No, he's all loving. He won't do that. If it's what he wanted to do, then he could. He has the ability to kill somebody, but he won't do it. It's against his character. It's against what he will do. So this proves this. It's what you want to do. He can't do evil because it's against his character. Right? Or I don't like that. So he won't do evil because against his character. You can't pick out Cocoa Puffs because you want Frosted Flakes. If everything is allowing you to do what you want, if you have free will to choose either, and you want the Cocoa Puffs, 100% you're going to get the Cocoa Puffs. Or no, if you want the Frosted Flakes, 100% you're going to get the Frosted Flakes. Sorry, I'm switching up the cereals. But so it's the ability to do what you want because of the cause and effect. There's causes to everything. And your reasons dictate your effect. The reasons dictate the cause, which then dictate the effects. So every single time you will do what you want to do. And you don't have the ability to do what you don't want to do. If otherwise, you can't do otherwise if it's what you want to do. So, in a way, you're free, but dictated, if that makes sense. But by your character, just as God is dictated to do what he wants, is dictated to not do evil because of his character. And so you are free but dictated. It's only you. You are 100% free. Outside things do not dictate only yourself. And that's self-determinism. It's you will do what you want to do because you have the ability to do what you want to do. You won't do otherwise because you can do what you want to do. If you did otherwise, then would you be free? Because it's not what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So these don't work. Ability to do otherwise. So if you are free, then it's the ability to do what you want. This is pretty much how it has to happen if you are truly free, which is tested by cause and effects. Everything has cause, everything has effects, besides eternal beings such as God. And we can talk about that. We can talk about eternality and another thing. That's another interesting one. So how does this relate, though, to sin not equaling free will? Sin is not due to free will. It's because sin is due to something else. God could, because he's all-loving and all-powerful, God could, he does have the ability to make a world with no evil but free will. He can 100% do it, but he won't because it's not what he wants to do. He has free will too. If you say, well, he can't do that. If you say, well, he free will and no evil, the reason why, like, you can't make an argument for the ability to do otherwise if you believe that God is all loving, all powerful. Like, it just doesn't work. It can't work. So it has to be soft determinism. It's the ability to do what you want. So there's no, he does not, or he cares about free will. It's part of his image. But it was not, but sin and things are not due to free will, because there can be a world with free will but no evil. They're due to something else. And let me explain what they're due to. Why do we have them? And I like to talk about one of the most famous stories in the Bible, or parables in the Bible, the prodigal son. What do we know about the prodigal son? There's a father. He's a good father, right? He's meant to model God in the parable. He's a good father, meant to model God. And there's a son who is, we know what happens, but he's meant to model us, humans. And this is a great relationship, but God, or let's say we, decide we know he's good, but just like Adam and Eve, we want to define what is good. We want to do what we think is good. So he does, because he's free will, he does what he wants to do. He goes out, and let's just say it's bad. I mean, we all know he wanted to eat the slop of the pigs. It was so bad. They were getting fed better than him. And only then, only over here, did he think about how good the Father was. He didn't gain more knowledge over here. He did not gain more knowledge about the Father. He had the same knowledge as when he was right here, but he knew the Father was good compared to not with him. So he decides to go back. God accepts him all back, or the Father accepts him back. It's to model forgiveness and whatnot. But it also does model that whole, only without do we realize the goodness. So God is good, but only without God can we know that goodness. Can we truly know it? If everything was good, like over here, if there was free will but no evil, everything was with God, well, we wouldn't truly know God's glory. We would not know God's glory. And that is why there's evil in this world. It's not because of free will, because he could make a world with free will but no evil. It's because of God's desires. He desires us to be in relationship and know his goodness / glory. Only in the evil can we truly know his glory. We can't know otherwise if it's something. We can't know different if there is no different. Does that make sense? I can't know what's on the other side of a wall if I've never been on the other side of the wall. Like they say, the grass is always greener, and that's kind of sin. You think it's better on the other side, but when you get to the other side, it's not better. And you truly know how good you had it. That's the reason for sin. Not because of free will, but because God's desires. He did not make a world with no evil because it would have gone against his desires. That is the basis of evil, not because of free will.